cat broth. Oat milk. Hey guys, it's KAAAYSO. It's Krystina. It's Krystina. Tina.
Ain't a fan of running, been a fan of what you like.
It's been a minute. My favorite line whenever I'm making videos, but it's been a long time. Thanks for tuning in again. I decided to film a makeup look today. I thought I was going somewhere with it. Didn't have anything in mind. Said I was going to use all Colourpop. Kind of got lost within the 2-hour span of me filming because I had time to film in 2 hours. Anyways, if you guys want to see me create this look, this cool, I don't know what to call it, to be honest. I really don't. But if you want to see me create this look, don't mind this hole in the wall. Then just keep watching. And don't forget to like this video at the end. Let's go. Oh, it's been a while. Anyways, alright, so let's get started. I cleared off my skin, cleansed it. My hands are clean due to everything that's happening right now. But I'm going to prime my skin. So, I'm going to go in with my Hydro Boost by Neutrogena. This stuff is like my absolute favorite right now. It's amazing. And it's good because I have very dry skin in the winter time. I'm just gonna moisturize my skin. I usually don't put a serum. I usually put serum only at nighttime, just because sometimes my face, depending on the products I'm using, gets really oily. And then I'm gonna go in with my Ordinary. This is the eye primer. Don't mind, I am watching Cheetah Girls 3. Oh, and before I did the cleansing, I toned with my favorite toner right now. This is a Good Molecule brightening toner. Sad life, I literally have like this much left and it bugs the crap out of me. I like that song. They did that. I'm the one that's stepping out and breaking out the rules. Oh no. Can't say right now. Now I'm gonna prime my face with the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Poreless Putty Primer. So funny story, I didn't know that they sold this at Walmart, and my sister's one who told me when we were in BC that they started selling it there, and I never saw it at any of our Walmarts, so I was just like, no, we don't get it. Maybe it's because BC's privilege and they're really close to the States like that. I just put some on my hands, and I'm gonna warm that up into my fingers. And she was like, you can have mine because I don't like it. I feel like it makes me feel cakey. I was like, I just found out when I was at the mall where I work, I went to the Old Navy there and I was like, what the frick? There was a whole big spinning kiosk thing of all e.l.f. stuff. Everything that we don't carry that I thought Canada or Winnipeg or Manitoba didn't even carry, and now I found a whole place and I just gave it away to everyone and everything's gonna be gone, but that's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go over with the squalene oil. This I'm gonna focus more on the really dry areas and around the face. Yeah, and we're gonna tap that in, and I only get really dry like over here, the sides of my mouth, middle of my forehead, tip of my nose, but I literally just tap like a little bit. And then I'll put the rest around my face. Now we ready. If you guys take a look, I have been growing them out kind of bad because I want to kind of change the shape. Like I'm waiting for it to grow down here because I want to stop plucking down here. I made the mistake when I was in junior high, when I was in grade 9, to start plucking my eyebrows, and my mom told me not to. And that just ruined it. Like, it just ruined it. Because now I feel like this area has not grown since high school or since junior high. But we're going to hope for the best because I've been taking care of them pretty much. So now I'm going to take a concealer. A fairly light concealer. This is the e.l.f. 16 Camo Concealer. I'm only using this because the color palette is kind of off. And I thought light peach would be okay. And then when I took it out, I was like, whoa. Hang on a sec. This is like for my pasty. I was gonna say pasty best friends. You guys are pasty, you're white. Janessa and Kelsey, sorry. So I'm gonna take this concealer and a brush from Stila. Nothing specific. Just kidding, it says concealer brush. And I'm going to do my normal brow routine and clean my brow. Whoa, she's white. Concealing underneath, creating something to start with, but today I'm not going to fill it in until later on. I'm going to do my eye makeup first, so it's going to look a little rough in the beginning because, you know, having a face of makeup kind of like completes a look. So this looks scary. So I'm going to go with my Fit Me concealer in the color Light by Maybelline. I'm just going to blend that. Excuse me, I'm not sick. I don't have coronavirus. And then I'm just gonna set my lid. Just to set the concealer. That way we don't get any like blotchiness when we're doing eyeshadow. Okay, now we're gonna start with the eyes. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in for this because I don't know what I'm doing really, but I was feeling inspired. So I'm gonna try to do something that I've never really done before. Just kidding, I probably have done this, but this is the Nude Mood palette by Colourpop Cosmetics, and they sent this with an entire Nude Mood collection. I'm gonna go in with the color Au Natural, and I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. Could be any kind of fluffy brush. I'm using a tapered blending brush from Sigma. I'm gonna focus that just in my crease. So I'm gonna start outer corner and blend in. Oh, that was way more prominent than I expected. We're just gonna go right on the brow bone itself. And I'm gonna bring that shade in and just rock back and forth. And guys, lately I have not been taking care of myself, sleeping wise, so my skin is going crazy. But, oh, you can see how like dirty my brows are, but they're getting thicker, so it makes it easier to work with something again. But yeah, anyway, so we just focus that color just straight into the brow bone and crease. And now we're going to take another shade. So this one is going to be the color Bare to Wear. I left my Going Coconuts palette at John's house, so we're going to improvise today. Now I'm going to take the shade Bare to Wear, and I know this one is a little more orangey. So I'm going to take that color, flatter brush. I'm going to focus this color now more in just a little, I'm getting so lost right here. Right in the crease, and because I like how it's so flat, I can actually get in the crease rather than not spreading that color into the brow bone. Anyways, yeah, so I'm just like really rocking that shade back and forth. I am going to be doing a kind of a cut crease, I guess you could say. That's what I started deciding when I started working on this look, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna go in, like I said, with another tapered brush. This one is a Sigma E30. And I'm gonna take the color The Cocoa. This one is a little more red tones. I'm gonna focus this like right in that crease just to deepen it. We're gonna continue to deepen it. I'm gonna go in with that same blush. Why do I keep saying blush? That same brush that we used earlier with nothing on it, and I'm going to kind of blend that out. Well, I'm going crazy after this quarantine. I'm not like this on camera. I am taking the color Moody. That one's right beside Cocoa. And I'm taking a flat brush. This is AOA Studio. Whoa, I don't remember where I got this brush. But it's like a really flat, flat brush. And now I'm going to build that crease more. You see what I'm doing? We're creating like that fake crease. No worries if it's looking a little ridiculous. Usually I don't take this long doing eye looks, but I got the time. Who doesn't have the time now? I know it's like super unfortunate right now that this is all happening in the world, but I feel like it's a time that God kind of gave to us to really focus on the things that we hold off because we use work as an excuse. And I know I'm one of those people. I really use work as an excuse to like not be able to get any content out, not be able to get like my life together because I'm so focused on just work. I'm gonna take my friend, the concealer brush, and now I'm going to create that crease. We got cut off. Anyways, so what I did was concealed, and now I'm setting with the color Bluffin' from the palette. And I am using a flat shader brush to clean that up. I'm going to take something a little more flat and dense. It's this brush. It's a little more fluffy but small, thicker. We're gonna go back to the color of the cocoa, and I'm gonna tap that brush in there. And now we're gonna focus this on the outer corner here to create that gradient effect. Now we're gonna kind of go into an angle because I'm not gonna use eyeliner today. Basically, I just focus this in like a triangle motion. And now I'm gonna dip into a darker shade because I don't have a darker shade in brown in this palette, and I want to keep going darker on the outer corner to create that gradient look. I'm gonna go in with the shade Rich Brown by Bobbi Brown, or is it dark brown? I'm going to take a nice, more, what do you call this brush? Dense crease brush. And we're just gonna focus that mainly on the outer corner. It's okay if it's ugly. Wow, this look is taking way longer than I expected. I added that dark shade, kind of created that wing look. We're not done. This one is from the Colourpop Smoke Show, and I'm using the color Starstruck, which is this one in the middle. It's silver. This palette, you can't really tell, but it's more like silvery tone, blue tones. And I'm doing what I did earlier, spraying that, dipping that same brush. And now this one shows way more prominent, and which is what I wanted in the crease area. And I'll show you guys on the one side I haven't done it on, but I will fix it. I look crazy. Okay, because I can't find any of my Colourpop eyeliners right now, I'm just gonna use something else. This one, my mom got this for me. Nude by Nature, and it's just a black kohl liner. And I'm just gonna use that liner and tight line. Guys, remember this part in the movie when Joe Jonas is teaching a dance class? I'm like, that's dance class. Like, that's more like rocker boy class. We're getting somewhere after 15 long minutes of eye makeup, but we're gonna forward all this. Now I'm going to back you guys up. Like I said, we're watching what's it called? Yeah, Camp Rock! I'm gonna put on lashes and I'll be right back. That took way longer than I expected. But, so I put on my lashes. These ones are like super fluffy, you guys could tell. And I didn't really do anything except I filled my brows. And like I said, my brows are like growing out right now. So we made it work somehow. Now it's coming together. Now I'm going to work on my face. So I'm going to get my e.l.f. beauty sponge. This is huge. Like, look how big it is. And I'm going to spray it with my setting mist. Fluff it up a bit. And I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite foundation. That is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And I'm going to go in with a foundation brush. I'm going to take that anyways. And we primed our skin and everything. So I'm going to take my foundation brush. And we're going to apply it everywhere. bring it down the size of my neck as well. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender. The beauty blender is nice because, or the sponge is nice because it picks up any excess product that your face doesn't really need. And then from there, we're going to conceal. I'm going to use the same concealer. And I like to use something a little more yellow based for concealer. And oh, another thing I did earlier after I finished putting on my lashes is cleaning up the edges here. Now for this, I focus more on the inner corners because that's where mainly my dark circles are, but I do still have dark circles on the outer corner as you guys saw up close. So I'm just going to take that out a little bit. And I'm also going to bring it down my nose. I'm going to let that sit for a little bit while I tidy up my station. Alright, we're back. Now that that's been sitting for a little bit, I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to blend that. And I'm just tapping that concealer in. And I do want this area to be a little more lighter. So I'm going to go in with that concealer I was using earlier from e.l.f. And this is going to look hella white, but I'm just going to put it directly just in that corner. And just like that. And I'm going to take a different brush. This is the sculpting brush by Real Techniques. And I'm going to kind of have it at that angle and just bring it down, and it's going to pull light towards the middle of my face. I'm going to take the buffing brush by Real Techniques. It's not clean. And I'm going to take my No Filter stick by Colourpop Cosmetics, and I'm just going to tap my brush in there. And this is the color Dark 16.5. And I'm going to cream bronze. So there's a little bit there. This stuff is really forgivable because it blends really nicely. If you screw up, it's easy to work around. And then I kind of bring that inwards now rather than kind of just like bringing it down. And just to kind of like set that area to prevent it from looking super white, I'll go over with the brush with no product. And then I'm going to use whatever's remaining on the brush. Now I'm going to take another one of these brushes that I used for blending on top of my lid earlier, and I'm going to take that same cream bronze, and I'm going to tap it and then kind of like spread it around because we're going to do our nose contour, and I'm not trying to have like a really scary looking contour on my nose. For me, I don't have a very specific way of contouring my nose. I just like elongated. Now we're gonna set. So I haven't been baking lately. It's a little getting cakey. It's getting cakey a little bit, maybe in the summertime. But I'm using my CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Powder and a setting brush, and I'm gonna tap it into the thing. I tapped it into the actual powder, and now I'm just taking the lid, and look how much picks up on that brush in just like one dip. So I'm dipping it again, dispersing the product in the container, and I'm going to set those areas that I concealed. I found a trick where if you guys set from going outward in, you're setting into the creases that kind of start to come out when you smile over here. But now I'm putting that in my smile lines, and I smile at the same time. She got chappy lips. Do the same thing on the other side. Now that we're set, now that I feel like I've locked it in, I'm going to take another blending brush. This is the Colourpop F1 with the same powder. And look, I haven't even used all of it. There's so much left in there. And I'm just tapping that brush in, shaking it off, and setting the rest of my face before we do any other powders. Now I'm going to take a more defined brush. This one is Complexion Brush by e.l.f. and it's like, I like how it's flat. It's pretty wide and flat at the same time, but I'm going to use this to bronze. My City Bronzer by Maybelline. I'm going to go in with a blush stick. I usually do this before I set. I forgot to do this. I'm going in with the blush stick by Colourpop in the number 25/8. I find that using creams before using powders really creates the longevity of the look or the complexion. And with this, I'm dabbing that into the apples and bringing it up to the temples. And then before setting that, we're going to go in with a cream highlight. Colourpop blush stick in Bullseye. And it's a really golden kind of cream highlight. And I'm going to just apply this to the high points of my cheeks. Now I'm going to go over with a powder. And I'm mixing something new. I've been using it a little bit more often, and I love this blush. This is from Focular Beauty from Instagram. It's a Sunkissed Monochromatic Blush Duo, and you guys, my favorite. They have like a matte shade and then like a shimmer shade. Did the blush? We're still in the tangerine zone. Never leave the tangerine zone. It's a problem because I have like a crap ton of blushes that I never use, which is really bad. All right. One of the stars of the show today is a Super Shock highlighter by Colourpop, and this is called The Real Thing. This is from the Nude Mood collection, and you guys, this packaging, didn't expect it to be this big. It's literally like half my face. And she's pretty. She has a big mirror. But I'm going to use that, dip my brush in a little bit, and I'm going to set on top of that highlight. I'm gonna go in with that same highlighter, and you guys can tell, like, you could tell she's a very, like, yeah, you can really dip your brush in there. But I'm taking this brush, very fine brush, highlighting right at the tip of my nose on that part. I'm gonna take that same highlight the inner corner and kind of bring it upwards into the eye. And this technique really opens up the eye. This is one of the tricks I like to do when I'm super tired and I don't have time to do my makeup and just have time for like mascara or something. I'm gonna go in with the color Au Naturel from the Nude Mood palette, and I'm gonna deepen the bottom lash line. Now, before we do our lips, I'm gonna set. Love this setting spray. Lately, this has been working great. I'm just gonna do a few sprays. While that's drying, I'm gonna take whatever's left of my lipstick Lancome Little Lipstick in Sheer Natural, and I'm going to line my lips. This is my jam session. Now I'm going to go in with the color Sunnyside by Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip. See, when I tell you guys I've been taking forever today to do my makeup, it's true. We've gone through our second movie, but I have time. Even though I should be editing other things. Anyways, now we're officially, I'm just kidding. We forgot to put on concealer. Mascara on the bottom lash line. So I'm gonna go in with my Colossal waterproof mascara. Mascara on my nose, you guys. No, this is a no-no. You know what? She looks like a mole. We're gonna leave it. Anyways, this is a finished look, so I'll bring you guys a little closer, or I'll come a little closer. She looks kind of like messy right now on the bottom, but I swear to God, it doesn't look like that in person. This was like really random. Here's the eye look. We'll look down. Don't know what it actually turned into, but thanks for watching. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, post it, I don't know. And if this helped you, then great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you Colourpop for all the awesome products, for Focular Beauty, for good molecules. You guys are bomb. Elite lashes, there we go. I'll have everything down below, and the third eye lenses. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.